Good morning, good morning. It is currently 6:28 in the morning and we are getting ready to go start our day. Hope you guys are having a blessed day so far, and let's go get after it, baby. We got the truck getting snowed on a little bit this morning. It's about 20 degrees outside. So we're gonna check our oil real quickly and get the day rolling. All right, we just checked our oil and we unplugged the truck. It is about 20 degrees outside, I believe. So the truck was plugged in, so she shouldn't have any trouble starting, but let's try her out. There we go. Give it a second. There we go. Oh yeah. Fired right up. Woo! And let's flick our lights on. Perfect. Nope. Dash lights kick back off, but that's okay. Get the day rolling, baby. All right, so next up on our list of things we got to do this morning will be our pre-trip. So I'll show you how to do a pre-trip real quick. See that fuel gauge right there? Nothing in her, right? All right, we got some fuel. Pre-trip complete. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go do one right now. So next up on our to-do list this morning, we got the truck started, did our pre-trip. The next very most important thing that we need to start with is prayer. So I always grab a hold of the steering wheel, say myself a quick prayer. Let's get that done with. Okay, we are all set and ready to go now. We are heading up to Joliet, Illinois. We had a good day yesterday. We were able to get preloaded with a product called DDG. So we are full on DDG, and yeah, we are ready to roll. And we are rocking and rolling. Sweet. I'll catch you guys once we get up on out of the road. All right, we are pulling up to the highway. This will be Highway 25. Pretty dangerous intersection here. We've got 2 lanes going east and 2 lanes going west, and typically about 7 o'clock in the morning, it'll be pretty doggone busy. So yeah, there we go, turn left on 25. So we'll see how she turns out. Truck still isn't warm either. We're just now hitting 155 degrees, so you know, we're not going to be getting on her too hard or anything like that. So that is just a tire pressure monitoring system. When it gets real cold out, it doesn't get too happy. It does not like the cold at all. So yeah, looks like we just have 1 car going east. Made that pretty easy. Looks like we've got both lanes filled up over here though, so we're not going to be able to get a left. Not good because our trailer is still back there on the eastbound lanes, but all right, we're good now. typically let her straighten out, turn the four-ways on. That way we don't get rear-ended by Karen watching Netflix on our way into work this morning. And we will be rocking and rolling like this probably about, probably next half hour, I'd say. And then we'll be getting onto the interstate, and I'll come back with you once we're getting up on the interstate. All right.
Roundabout, take the second exit.
Yep, as the GPS just said, we are coming up on the roundabout. So I got to be slowing down up here, doing about 64. I'll crack the window and give you guys some Jake brakes. Hey, if I'm up, you're up, baby. Come on. Her brights on. She was a real nice lady. As soon as I started catching up to her, she sped up and didn't want me to pass her, and yeah, real polite, kept her brights on the whole time. And oh well, you'll get people like that. All right, now on the roundabout. It's too bad these roads are wet. I just washed the truck and got the chrome all shined up, and gonna be getting all dirty now. That's a real shame. So, all right, we'll see. Let's see. You got the green light, and nobody's turning to the left. Perfect. Feeling a little bit slick, so typically I'll flick the Jakes on right here and we'll Jake brake down this, but I don't think I'm going to with it being slick. Let's see what this road's like. Yesterday 14 had looked pretty slick down to the east. Not looking like that today. Good. Sometimes I'll pick up a load of beans down there and run those down, but not today. Today we just have our load of DDG that's going up, like I said, to the Chicago area. And for those of you that don't know, DDG stands for Dried Distillers Grain. So it's basically, it's the leftover of the corn of an ethanol plant. So your ethanol plants that produce E85 and all your other ethanols, they take a lot of corn. Well, that corn goes through a distiller process, and when it's done, it's like a burnt, dried, fine powder. You'll see that when I unload today. I'll try to get some clips of it for you. But that's what we're hauling right now. And so once we unload this, then we will be heading back south and grabbing a load to bring back to the ethanol plant. So here we are, we're getting past. It's yeah, not optimal conditions to be passing in, but all right, to each their own, and hope they have a safe travel to wherever they're getting to. And yeah. Okay, quick little update on the roads. They're starting to get worse. You can see the tracks that are right up ahead of me. Those are from the car that just passed me. So we're starting to get a little bit of snow on the ground, is what it looks like. Whenever you see snow, it's building up in the middle like that. Typically, that's when the roads start getting slick. So that's when you stop using your cruise control, your Jake brakes, you know, all of your extras like that, and just drive manually. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but there's a pretty good snow wake or whatever you want to call it behind me from all the snow that we're blowing up. So yeah, conditions are starting to get worse. This isn't nothing though. Here on the 41, typically this is another intersection. If you're turning left, it's especially dangerous. Turning right, it's not bad because you have a clear line of sight. You can see for miles. So turning right's not bad, but yeah, if you're ever turning left, you're on 14 and you're going to be turning left on the 41. You just need to be real careful and watch everything real closely, because speed limit through here is 55, I believe. No, it's 60. It's 60 through there. So people are rolling. Also, I just saw a salt truck, so that's not good. I hate driving it behind the salt trucks. So, yep, that sucks. But we'll see how she goes. This is where the first YouTube shorts that I ever posted. This is where I took that. So see, we got clear line of sight. We can see a long ways away. We're just gonna go ahead and go for it. Sweet. Left lane's looking a little slick there, eh? Holy moly. Another salt truck putting down a good bit of salt. Now I can really see the snow. It's yeah, she's coming in. She's coming in. Okay, we are getting on to I-55 now. We are real close to our destination. But I'll be quiet and let you guys listen to the truck and shifting and everything else as we get on. feed all the containers here. Typically there's a line of containers that are stacked up right there waiting to go in, and you gotta bypass all them, and it's a mess. But it looks like we got past all them today. They must still be asleep or something. Which truck you talking about?
White bobtail here in the turn lane here. We're all trying to turn here. She wants to come up along the left side.
10-4. I thought you were talking about Hopper Bottom. I just got into the shipping yard. Wasn't sure if you guys were talking about me bypassing you.
Okay.
So those are all the soybeans over there. Here we are. Gonna be sitting in line for a little bit, it looks like, but that's what DDG looks like. And we'll go ahead and crank open our doors. We are rolling out of the facility now. Looking clear. So this is what ends up happening with all the DDG. It gets put into containers, like all of these containers that are lined up, and it either gets loaded on the rail or it gets put on huge barges that are just up the road. I don't remember what the river is called, but there's a large river that runs through here, and that's where they load all the barges. So it'll get loaded one of the two ways, and yeah, from there I don't know what they do with it. It goes into feed ingredients for cattle. That's the primary use for DDG. So I'm assuming that's probably what it would go into, but who knows? So all right, well, we are gonna hit the truck stop real quick, get us some diesel, and we will be back on the road again. Catch you guys later. Okay, so we just got fueled up and we are now leaving the Road Ranger, and we are heading to go get a load of corn now. So we're picking up corn to go back to the ethanol facility. So we'll see how all that goes. The roads are not bad. The roads have gotten a lot better. Everything's really dried out. Yeah, it's a lot better, so we're good. Thank you, Lord. We appreciate it. So, you may be asking, how did I get into trucking?
Take the exit on the right, I-57 south toward Eaton.
Well, that's a good question. So long story short, I don't have any family members that are into trucking or anything like that. My dad, he works for a company that's local to me and kind of a factory job. My mom is a stay-at-home mom, so the trucking does not come from my immediate family. Now, my grandpa and my uncle are farmers. So I've grown up around the farm equipment, and they purchased a semi when I was little. Grew up around the semi, never drove it, never dreamed of driving. I never would have wanted to be a truck driver before now. So what ended up happening?
On I-57.
I was in college. I was working a job that I really liked at the time. I was working at a car wash, and I met a bunch of awesome folks at the car wash. I really did. I love the car wash a lot. I still talk with the general manager of that facility. I still talk with him. We're pretty close. But I ended up quitting, and I started driving. It would be a friend's truck, and I started pulling campers. So I was 19 years old and started pulling campers. Campers in Indiana, that's pretty common. You get those a lot. There's a huge facility and a bunch of different manufacturers that are up north. So that's how I got started. I was 19 years old and I was pulling campers with my friend's truck, and everything kind of snowballed and got bigger, and I ended up purchasing my first. It was a Ram 3500 dually. And that was an awesome truck. I wish I didn't sell that truck. But I ended up selling that and purchased my second Ram 3500. I also had a 40-foot flatbed trailer. So I turned into your traditional hotshot, so to speak. And I got my CDL when I was 19 as well. So I've had my CDL for 2 years now. And was a hotshot for that, and did that for a good while. And then I eventually got to a point where I was tired of living out of a pickup. So I ended up selling my Big Tex 40-foot trailer, and I rolled that into a down payment on this truck. So now here I am. I am leased on to a company because at the ripe age of 21 years old, with a clean record, insurance is $36,000 a year. I cannot afford $36,000 a year. So I am leased on to a gentleman until I can get a little bit more experience and a little bit of age, I guess. So, and he is an awesome gentleman. I love working for him. Good guy. We see eye to eye on we are getting pretty close to pulling up to the elevator. This is now a four-way stop. There was a huge accident that happened here, and it took out the railroad crossing. So now this is a four-way stop. And people don't seem to get that.
1 mile, turn right on South County Road 150 West.
I'm gonna say that's a wagon and he's going to the same place. Yep, it looks like a wagon. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and open our tarp. Tarp is opening, perfect. Alright. Alright, we just got loaded. Go ahead and close the tarp. And yep, tarp's closing. And then we will be pulling right on out of here.
Continue roughly west 24.
Crack a window so we can listen to it.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Made that turn. Now we gotta go make this one. Sure that cop was looking at us back there. Come on. Well, here we are. We are pulling back into the ethanol facility. So, we have made it, baby. All right. Okay, we just got loaded with our DDG, so we are ready to start the day tomorrow, same way we started today. Preloaded, baby. Come on. Now we're just leaving the ethanol facility. All right, we are turning back into the shop now. And yeah, that's gonna pretty much be a day. Okay, so before we end the day, I wanna end with a little word of encouragement for y'all. I was reading and came across it was 1 Peter chapter 4. It's going to be verses 3 through verses 5. In the past, you wasted too much time doing what those who don't know God like to do. You were living immoral lives, doing the evil things you wanted to do. You were always getting drunk, having wild parties, and doing shameful things in your worship of idols. Now those friends think it's strange that you no longer join them in all of the wild and wasteful things that they do. And so they say bad things about you. But they will have to face God to explain what they have done. He is the one who will soon judge everyone, those who are still living and those who have died. Just want to encourage you guys that no matter what you're going through or what you have gone through, we serve an amazing God and a forgiving God. So don't be afraid to go to the Lord with whatever things you may have on your heart. So with that, we're going to end the video there. You guys have a blessed day.